Hi everybody, it's Mark Mazzatenta. Thank you for joining me and welcome back. For those who are new, welcome. I've got over 160 videos now, so you can spend days watching them, and I hope you do. Today is a theory lesson, and theory is going to help everybody, from theory students needing help with their homework to guitar players, because it'll just make you sound better. And today's lesson is about seventh chords, their construction and what they sound like. And you'll hear me playing these at the end of the video. So let's get started. I have my fancy handy dandy little graphics here. We're going to start with a major seventh chord. As you can see, it starts with a major triad. C, E, and G, those are the three notes. And if you plop another third on top of those, which gives you a major seventh interval, you now have a major seventh chord. And the shape that we use, this is a bar chord with the root on the fifth string, so that's why it says third fret to be a C major 7. Okay, so you should study these. Look at the four notes, look at the chord shape, and you can substitute that for just naked chord symbol. If it just says C, you can play C major 7. Next up, if you take that major triad again, but instead of a major seventh, you have a lowered seventh, which is a minor seventh interval from C to now B flat, you get what's called a dominant seventh chord. And here's the bar chord shape with the root on the fifth string. That's our C7. Okay, a dominant seventh chord is the 5 chord of songs, and the 5 usually resolves to the 1 chord, which would be that C major 7 we just talked about. All right, in that case, this would be a G7 going to C. So this brings up another topic, and that is you should learn how to write these and how to play them starting on any root note. That's going to force you to learn about key signatures and the circle of fifths, so you'll want to study that too. And our last chord type today is minor. So if you want to take a minor chord and make it a minor seventh, you take the minor triad and you put a minor seventh interval above the root. That gives you that B flat on top of the minor triad, and you get a minor seventh chord. And here's the bar chord shape we use for that. So I'm going to play a chord progression with these shapes, so you'll hear what they sound like. And here's the chord progression I'm going to play. So let's say you're given a sheet of music, and it has, if you look at this top row here, it has those chords on it. C, D minor, E minor, F, G7. And let's say you want to fancy them up a little bit. You can substitute on the second row here, you can substitute major sevenths and minor sevenths. And I think you'll like how it sounds. So let me just play it for you so you can hear the difference. Let me start with those chords on the top line there, just the plain old cowboy chords, as they're referred to sometimes, that we all learn when we're first starting to play. So here's a C, D minor, E minor, F to G7, and then back to C. So what I'm going to do is substitute the seventh chords for those, and you'll hear the difference. So here's C major 7, D minor 7, E minor 7, F major 7, G7, and then resolve back to C major 7. I'll do it again so you can hear it without me talking. Okay, I like those because they're just more lush, they're jazzier, they're more chill sounding. and prettier, I think. So I use those a lot. Now I'll do one more thing. I'll take that dominant 7th chord and alter it just slightly. Sometimes I'll play that chord progression like this. F major 7, G7, sharp 5, which resolves. Okay, so you call that an altered dominant. It has a little more tension and color, which resolves to C major 7. Okay, those altered dominants where you can have a flat 9, sharp 9, flat 5, those can probably be in a completely new video about altered dominants, so maybe I'll get to that in the future. All right, I hope that helped everybody, and I hope you start using those shapes to make your chords sound better. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next video.